Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Gyan Bhakti. We focus on spirituality, a journey to self realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and daily satsang. We are currently studying the book The Art of Positive Thinking by Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. The possibility for change is endless. There is a boundless source of energy and a boundless dimension of freedom within every heart because you are essentially the self. All that is needed is sustained effort. How to change your life? Human life abounds with changes. You witness constant changes in your body, in the states of your mind, in the objects of the world. However, there comes a time when you desire to bring about a total change in your life and personality. You no longer want to be the same person beset with constant irritability, sustained tension, and a lingering habit of jealousy. You desire to be free from these negative qualities and aspire to become a person abounding with endurance, patience, magnanimity, balance of mind, and a cheerful disposition. Such a desire to change is indeed commendable. It is this inward motivation to change that marks the commencement of the soul's journey towards the goal of self realization, rooting out negativity. It is important to understand how to bring about a deep rooted change so that an old habit does not reassert itself and a suppressed negative trait does not rise again with greater vehemence. Lacking a profound understanding of the secrets of life, people adopt various methods to deal with their negative qualities. Some try to suppress or hide them. Some try to veil a negative quality by superficially adopting a positive quality. People who are prone to irritability, cruelty, and pride often adorn themselves with dripping tenderness, nauseating kindness, and exaggerated humility in an attempt to camouflage their negative traits. However, this is the equivalent of sweeping dirt under a rug, and thus they do not succeed. You can deck thorny bushes with ornamental flowers or deprive them of their branches and leaves. You can even cut or pulverize them, but as long as their roots are in the ground, they will rise again. Much in the same way, you may suppress your negative qualities, try to modify them, or even cut them down to a very great extent by the practice of good association and meditation. However, until you get at the root of the negativity within, you will not succeed in eliminating them completely. Change versus transformation. When you turn away from your anger, greed, and pride for a short time, you have merely changed. But when you say a final goodbye to these defects, when you bring about a vital change within yourself as a result of increasing integration and spiritual understanding, you have become transformed. The inner weakness that drives you to find happiness in the objects of the world has been overcome. You are filled with new energy, new insights, and new inspiration. In the process of eliminating the roots of your negative traits, you continue to discover an increasing expansion of your inner self. Your life becomes a song of success. It flows with joy, vitality, and spiritual aspiration. However, when you simply change your external surroundings, objects, and relationships without changing at the deeper level of your personality, your mind gradually becomes burdened with an increasing sense of boredom and you slip back into negativity. An ordinary clerk may become a government official, a lawyer may become a judge, a study of philosophy may become a professor, that student. However, the deeper part of their personalities continue to be the same. When deprived of their favorite objects, they still grieve and lament just like they did in childhood. When encountering objects they desire, they lose their balance of mind through elation. Veiled by the mask of external prestige and public recognition, they continue to harbor negative qualities. People who mask their old, uncultured selves with glittering degrees and titles tend to justify their defects and negative habits. For example, a short tempered student becomes a professor. Now he does not feel the necessity to control his temper. Rather, he thinks he has a license to express his righteous indignation towards his students. At times, overpowered by the grossest form of his uncontrollable nature, he is unable to recognize that he is humiliating and degrading himself. A person who continues to ignore the inner voice of his conscience and tries to seek consolation in the illusory masks of the world cannot hope to experience true joy and abundance in life. On the other hand, you may change deeply within yourself without changing your external makeup. You may remain the same old clerk, but not the same old personality. You may remain the same farmer, but not the same angry man you were a few years ago. When you simply change, you remain the same personality. But when you bring about a transformation, you come closer to the universal life that flows through you. This inner transformation is what you need to bring to your personality. While a life of undisciplined senses promotes external changes, a life dedicated to yoga urges you to bring about a vital and profound transformation in your life. External changes are like a piece of iron being molded into different forms, while mystic changes is like iron being transformed into gold. The change that yoga brings about is like converting the iron of your personality into the shining gold of inward unfoldment. When you have brought about a spiritual transformation in yourself, your virtuous qualities will continue to grow and you will not be drawn back into the quagmire of your old cultured habits. Om Tat Sat.